Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm going to talk about my October results on Adobe stock, and also I'm going to be answering some of your questions. So let's start. So what were the October results for me? To remind you again, in September I made $779 with 852 downloads on my primary account, and I talked about that it was including the Firefly bonus, so it wasn't just the image sales. Now in October there is no any kind of bonuses, and I made $854 with 1,1213 downloads, so it's again quite a growth for me. I was I guess I'm greedy, you guys. I was expecting it to be even a little bit higher. But yeah, let's calm down and take what I get. So yeah, so $800 is good, I guess, and we'll see how I do in November. So far I'm not seeing this a rocket growth anymore, but we'll see. It's now the first week of November. It can change towards the end of the month. Anyway, I'm quite happy with these results, and I've provided my Halloween top sellers in my stories, so you can have a look at that. These were really the top selling images on that topic in October, so it can be interesting for you, for next year, a little bit to get a grasp of what was selling well for me. And for my husband's account, as always, let's take a look, because this one I am sharing with you. So this is my husband's account. You can see that we've had some sales, and also more images were accepted. So $27 overall is already the payout amount, so it's 25 you need to have to be able to request the money. I haven't done it yet. I want to have a little bit more in there for the payout. I don't need the 25 or $27 right now, so I will wait till it's a little bit more. So there's been a little bit of growth, not super great, but let's look into it in more detail. So let's filter out October, just to see how October was doing. All right, so it was 28 sales, and I made $18 in October. I've, again, in my stories, I've shared with you guys. I don't know what's wrong with my keyboard, is not working. What's up with that? So I was showing in my stories what sold, so I'm not gonna go in detail on that. You can have a look. So as I said, a little bit more images were accepted, but I should be uploading even more than I am. Currently I have 70 right now in review. It's, in my opinion, not enough, and you should do more if your process is similar to what you're seeing on this account, because you know the competition is big, and if you want to make it, you have to work hard. My main concentration is of course on my primary account, and it's kind of hard to have like 2 accounts and to regularly upload on both of them. But I think that this newbie account kind of reflects what a lot of people are doing, like not uploading enough, you know, not regularly enough, and you can see that the results are not, you know, great. You're not gonna make a living out of like $30, right? So we should all like try harder and upload more, but you know, it's growing, so we will see. Here are like the sellers overall on this account. It's like different topics, so it's like hard to say like what's been selling really well. It's really like a range of different things. All right, so these are the results, and I had some questions from some of you in the comments, and I would like to like answer them in the video. And if you want more questions answered like this, then ask away, you know, and I can make a dedicated Q&A video, and it can be helpful to more of you guys. So the first question that I'm gonna answer is my rejection rate. So on my primary portfolio, I have like over 6,000 images, and my rejections are overall around like 350 like lifetime, and out of those the AI are only about those like 50 images. So not a lot were rejected on that primary account. On my husband's account, it's a bit more, or not more overall, but more in relation of to how many photos I have overall. So let's see. So these are the ones that were not accepted. So the Eiffel Tower is copyrighted, so this is due to copyright issues, and the rest are, they're claiming it's quality issues. But for instance, like this coffee cup, I think was of a really like decent quality, but you know, it just sometimes it will happen that your images are rejected. That's why in my like tutorial on how to do it, I was talking about that you should always be looking at 100% resolution of your image, and you should see if it's really like in focus and if everything looks good in there. So yeah, so I had 24 rejections, and I have some reminders in here. So they're saying there are some data issues with my donuts in there. So it's usually an issue with keywords, and you can like fix it. So I will just have a look later on like what's wrong with it, and I will correct it and re-upload. Like I don't really think there is a problem, but you know, I will check it out. So yeah, so this is like my rejection rate. I know from reading like other people you know, messages on different forums, I know that the rejection rate can be quite high on Adobe stock, and you should strive for like uploading quality content. All right. So the next question. So the person who is asking has 500 illustrations and 80 photos, and only 3 downloads overall, and those 3 downloads were of the photos. And if I can give any suggestions or my thoughts on that. So without like actually seeing the portfolio, it is of course hard for me to you know tell what's wrong with the images. So you guys, if you want me to do like a portfolio review here on YouTube in front of everyone to see, just leave me a comment under this video and we can figure something out. But without seeing the images, what can I say? So it can be, right? So it can be the topic and the execution is wrong. And what do I mean by wrong? There is not a lot of interest by the Adobe clients in the images. So it can be, for example, you are doing just the medieval knights, right? And you want it to be used maybe on the covers of some books. Well, not everyone is like writing the historical or like fantasy books, right? So this is like just an example. Or if the execution is good, the topic can be wrong. So it can be that what I've mentioned right now, or you are uploading on a highly competitive topic like holidays. And I'm like not telling you not to upload holiday images, it's just the competition is really big. So you have to like kind of think out of the box. You have to, or not have to, like, you can look for, you know, what are the trends for this year. So maybe like on Pinterest, you search for Christmas trends for 2023 and see, you know, what's trending, and then it's quite easy to generate those trends on Midjourney and try to sell this way. But it is in general harder to sell on a highly competitive topic. And if you are, as I said, like trying to sell, I don't know, holiday content, it's always good to look at bestsellers for these topics, not only on Adobe but on other stock stock image selling companies that maybe are not accepting AI images, like Shutterstock. So you search for Christmas on Shutterstock, you filter by like popular, and see what kind of images are actually selling. And another issue that can be is that maybe your topic is good, the execution is good, but your title and keywording are not good or accurate, and the client simply cannot find your images. This also can be an issue. So this is like my general thoughts on that. Also, you're writing that you have 500 illustrations and 80 photos. So with illustrations, it really depends like what kind of illustrations you have there. I know that some other YouTube creators are giving advice that you should not generate like photorealistic images because there are glitches on them, and that you should concentrate on like the illustrations and do like abstract things and so on. Well, I not entirely agree with this opinion. So as you can see with my portfolios or the photos that I'm sharing with you, the majority of what I am uploading are the photorealistic images. You just have to take, you know, your time and make sure that people don't have like 6 fingers and stuff like that. and that the quality looks nice. With the illustrations, I'm not saying that they're not gonna sell at all. It really depends what kind of illustrations, because like it's like, again, here, like the bestseller is I think they actually accepted it as a photo, even though there is a robot in there. But like, I don't know, like this was accepted as an illustration. It still looks kind of like a photo, and it's on like a business topic. But if you are really making like, I don't know, floral seamless patterns or something like that, so like really the illustrations, I don't know that you are going to be very successful doing that. So you guys, like for instance, I'm posting again in my shorts the overall Adobe bestsellers, right? So I'm gonna click on it. Here I have it. So you pick the generative AI only, and you sort by downloads, and here we can see the bestsellers. And I'm not posting it for you to just for fun, but for you to have a look at it and to like think about, okay, so what are actually what people are buying here. And you can see that, okay, so this is clearly an illustration, but it's like a conceptual image. It's business topic, like ideas, startups, whatever. The same for this one, right? Like the rocket start, the launch, the online business, this kind of topics. Here we have again like the AI. And then we also have a lot of photorealistic images in here. We have seasonal content, business content with people in there. And so that's what you should do. You should have a look and see what actually the clients are interested in. And I think that by looking at the first, I don't know, 5 to 10 pages, let's say, you can get an idea of what is selling. And I'm not telling you to just copy and create the old people on the bikes, but you can have a general idea. All right, there is an interest in elderly people doing being active, doing different activities. So you don't have to like copy this image, but like have them do something else, but keeping in mind that when you are generating the images of people, that you don't do just young beautiful people, white people, but you are trying to be more diverse. You create old people, people of different races, people of different cultures, right? Yeah, you can see that there is a holiday content. Yeah, so just really have a look at what are the best sellers, and try to analyze it, and learn from that. I know that when you're like starting with the stock images, it's really hard to know like what you should actually generate. And this one can be helpful. Also, I'm giving you a tip here. If you go to Shutterstock, not the contributor side, just their general site, and here you go to images, to photos, and if you scroll down, you can have here the top stock image searches. So here you can see that what are people actually looking for right now at this point. And you can also like click on the searches. You can filter by popular, look at the photos, and see what kind of let's say Thanksgiving imagery has been selling well on Shutterstock, right? And again, learned from it and try to create something similar in Midjourney, right? So this is a tip for you on what to upload. All right, so another question that I had was the 4 times upscaler on Midjourney. So Midjourney now has an option for you to upscale your image 4 times. That means that it's like sufficient for you to upload it on your stock sites or on Adobe. And like, should you be using it? In my opinion, no, because it is just taking too much time. I would invest the Midjourney time into actually generating the images, generate as many as you can with your subscription, and then I would just use the paid upscaler and upscale in bulk. It is faster. It is more efficient. As we've talked today, you need to be like uploading a lot of images, and to be able to do it, you need to work efficiently, and you cannot spend your valuable Midjourney minutes on the upscaling. You can if you want, but I wouldn't. And also, as of now, the quality of the 4 times upscale is, in my opinion, not that great. The paid upscalers provide better results. So yeah, I wouldn't use it. And the last question was if I create prompts myself, or if I use like ChatGPT or something to create prompts for Midjourney. Well, as of now, I am creating the prompts myself. I don't think it's like, if your English is good, I don't think it's like too hard to you know, to create a prompt. Sometimes you have to like tweak it a little bit to get the results that you want, but after like generating for a while, you kind of get a grasp of how the prompt should look like to get the results that you want. So I didn't really had any need to use ChatGPT for it. But I started using ChatGPT for my keywording. So I would upload like my image description into ChatGPT and ask it to provide the keywords for it. And I was happy with the results it's giving. You should like always like read through it and change it a little bit based on your image, like add something, delete something, but overall I was pretty happy with what I was getting from ChatGPT. So I'm using it for keywording, but not for the prompts. For the prompts, what is like my suggestion for you? So if you are looking for the specific style and you cannot kind of get it from your prompt in Midjourney, I would try to search on Adobe if there is an image that you would like of this kind of style. So for instance, let's go with what I had like an issue is with Bauhaus design pattern. Now I forgot the word that yeah. So I wanted something like this, right? And I was not getting it. So you can see what the people are using here. So they use like trendy retro brutalist style. Okay, so the brutalist might be the keyword that you are like missing in the prompt. So sometimes people would actually copy the prompts into the description. Sometimes they don't do that. But you can try, but you should never like outright copy someone else's prompt, but just you can look for the keywords, as like some keywords that they are using there, like brutalist for instance, and maybe that was one that was like missing from your prompt, and you can try to use it, you know, and edit it based on what other people are doing. So this is like the only like advice I can give you on the prompts. And as I said, like never copy the prompts word for word, right? It's not ethical, and it's not allowed by Adobe, but you can, you know, be inspired by the other people's description, and maybe use parts of it in the prompts. All right, so this is it from me for today. So as I said, if you are interested in portfolio reviews, or you have more questions and you want me to do like a separate Q&A video, ask away in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer your questions or do a portfolio review here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you know, I'm wishing you good sales in November, and I will see you very soon.